So I know that you guys touched up on this a little bit earlier on, but what's the community relationship like with Sacramento, and what are some of the things that maybe you guys have been involved with either the community or with the team or both?
Yeah, so community in Sacramento is huge. I mean, that's what it is. It drives the passion spirit, people working together for the betterment of the city. Sacramento's done a really good job of that with the food drive that they did, where they were able to support families and food and help those who need it, who couldn't get out or couldn't make it somewhere. So they did basically DoorDash of groceries for them to keep them going. And then even just touching out to people, they're doing rewinds, they're doing stuff like that for the community to make sure people still have a thirst or quenching the thirst of football, right? For us, it's about working with the community in hand. So in September, maybe October, depends on what happens, we will be having a 5-on-5 tournament with goalie wars and stuff like that for our community. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the old school goalie wars where you're about
Yeah.
20 yards apart, right? You just blast at each other. So we're going to have a tournament like that. We do boot drives, so donations for cleats to work with Street Soccer USA, which is huge, through our partner Reboot. And so it's a big thing for us to be a part of the community, and whatever we can do to change that. We're very active. Our scars and everything else that we're trying to build, it's only going to make soccer better. It's going to help us, create and make a change, because in the end, you're only as strong as your community, and our community here in Sacramento is extremely strong.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are the second USL people that we've brought on. Obviously, Forward Madison being the first, and the three of us have been blown away at, not that MLS clubs don't do things within their community, but just how much closer the USL teams seem to be in touch with everything.
Yeah, there's definitely a big difference, I think, between both two, and I could even think of like the players themselves too. Like with Sacramento, we've had a lot of players that have gone out and done things for their community too. Like they've gone to UC Davis Hospital too, which is one of our sponsors, and they've gone out there, to spend time with the kids there, and read books and just do like activities there too. So they've really been super involved, and you see the players out and about helping out. I know that our supporters group did. They decided before the season that they were going to plant a tree for every goal that we scored, and so some players went out to help with that effort too. So really, doing things with the team, with the supporters group, and even just for their own as well, I think is something that has really characterized them. And also the fact that of all the players we've had, like they've all been really cool. Like you see them at the end of games, like giving out autographs. Like we've had games where we just haven't had a good game. We lost really bad or something, and you still see them out thanking people and going out to sign a couple autographs and whatnot too. So the fact that we've had players like that are so open to the community, so open to getting to know the community, because we've interviewed some players that have mentioned community members and whatnot, and so it really helps grow that aspect. When people can go to games and really relate to the players, or see the players as like friends, see the players as like people who are down to earth, who are willing to talk to them. And we've had the chance to interview a couple of them too. So it's just really great to see that atmosphere, and it's one of those things that we hope continues to move forward, especially as we join MLS, because if that's the case, like you're saying, I think it's going to make us really stand out. And at the end of the day, hopefully it also inspires other teams to also do the same, because we just, in the podcast, we always say this too in the podcast, we just want to grow the game nationwide, international. We just want to grow it everywhere too. And if we can do it through our podcast, through our live TV shows, then that's phenomenal, because we accomplished that.